You're watching Metallicomania, and I'm your host CJ. Welcome back, and it is an album review of Blind Guardian's The God Machine, the brand new Blind Guardian album. And yeah, I can say that this album is a pure masterpiece from front to back. Uh, yeah, absolutely amazing album. Backstory with how I found Blind Guardian, and that was basically when I got into power metal through like Dragon Force and that type of stuff. I kind of went back to like the beginning of power metal and found that Blind Guardian was one of the most unique bands in that genre. Their vocalist voice is absolutely unique. You're not going to find any vocals like it on any other album except Demons and Wizards. And yeah, you won't find because he also did sing on Demons and Wizards albums. So yeah, you're not gonna find any vocalist like him. And yeah, let's go into it. Blind Guardian is back with a masterpiece along the lines of some of their classic albums. I definitely think this is as good as some of their classic albums. Kind of one of the new age classics in my opinion. The God Machine is impressive enough where it's already one of my favorites. Listened to it a couple of times already before this video. I kind of think it's going to be near the top of my list when I do a ranking, which will be coming up for this band. The album is downright epic with how over the top it is. Very over the top. The vocals are soaring vocals. There's some parts where it's more laid back. A mix of everything that you would want from an album from a band like Blind Guardian. Power metal, only way Blind Guardian can do it. Yeah, it's basically Blind Guardian. You're gonna get what you get basically with their albums and I think their last album was in 2015. Their last album, it was a big wait for their newest, The God Machine. Very big wait for God Machine. Definitely worth the wait with what we got. Uh, this album is like Imaginations from the Other Side. It is an album purely about literature. It has a lot of literature stories. I only have actually read one of the stories from literature that they've actually referenced on this album, which is The Crucible, the first song. And let's go into the standouts. Deliver Us from Evil, the one about the Crucible, an epic opening blistering song about the Crucible, a story that I read. It's more special to me, the song. The whole thing about the Crucible is it's about the Salem witch trials. The characters are basically the Salem witch trial characters, I'm thinking, because it's been a long time since I read The Crucible. It's definitely one of my favorites to go through. Second song that stands out to me is Damnation, the song right after it. The riff at 42 seconds is absolutely amazing. I'm going to reference the riff here. 42 seconds. The rest of the riffs are great on this song too. Sounds like classic Blind Guardian. Secrets of American Gods, my favorite song in this album. Absolutely epic with the soaring vocals. One of the best songs created by Blind Guardian. Uh, Basically one of my favorite Blind Guardian songs ever. Like listening to this album, Secrets of the American Gods, absolutely amazing song. Architects of Doom, another classic sounding song with more mellow parts in some, and then intense in others. It's kind of like a back and forth between mellow, intense, mellow, intense. Very good there. I like that. Blood of the Elves, basically classic Blind Guardian flair here. The riffs are heavy, the vocals are great, just an all-around great song. And Destiny. The closing song is, well, like Architects of Doom, intense in some parts and very mellow in some parts, and kind of ends it quite mellow. So it's basically like a good, and I think, no, it's the second longest song on the album, and really it closes the album off really good, honestly. I think it's an absolute amazing song to end an album with. I'd like to hear everybody else's opinion on this album. I haven't checked out any other reviews. I don't know if the fans hate it or the fans are quite liking this album. I really don't know, but in my opinion, I think this album is as good as some of their classic albums, and probably would be quite high on a list if I did it. It would probably be a top 5 album. From Yeah, it wouldn't probably be higher than 5, but yeah, over, there's no outdoing some of the classic albums like uh, Imaginations from the Other Side, and yeah, there's just no outdoing those albums. So that's what I think of this album. Hopefully everybody liked it. Trying to get into the swing of things with reviews again. And I will see everyone in the next video, which will be up tomorrow. So stay metal and go check this album out if you haven't already.